This is my first time going live on YouTube. And oh, there's two people. Normally I go live on TikTok and I don't know what I'm doing on here. I'm just assuming that it works the same way and people will show up or not show up. I'm trying to This is so different. I'm sorry if you're here, you're learning with me. Um this is Hello, Adrian, hello. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so I am learning. Like, that was the first comment I've ever seen on here. Normally, I go live on TikTok, and I really enjoy doing it. Allie, hello. But this is all new to me. There's buttons over here on the side. I don't know what they do. I'm not going to touch any of them, though. You're doing good. Thank you. Hopefully, you can hear me. I have my microphone on because the crickets are so loud out here where I live. Okay, let me fix that. Is that better or worse, Sarah? I can do one more thing if that doesn't work. Kyra, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Also still learning with this, but if it's still too quiet, I'll just take it off. It's just the crickets where we live are insanely loud. So trying not to make like a nature's sound machine on your phone. But this is awesome. I have been wanting to go live on YouTube, and I never have. So here we are. Kelsey, thank you so much. Kelsey, can I ask you? I don't know if you saw the video I posted last. It starts out by saying, like, I'm stuck at home babysitting the kids. And then the next scene is me, like, if your partner says they're babysitting the kids. Did you see that one? I have a question if so. We'll be a pro in no time. Adrian, we're learning. We're learning. This has been amazing, though. Absolutely amazing. I did not. Okay, Kelsey, never mind. I won't ask about it. Anyways, the last video I posted, I normally don't do, like, I don't know that I would say it's like a jump scare, but I start out the video by saying I'm stuck at home babysitting my newborn and 2-year-old while my wife goes and does something. In the next scene, it cuts to me saying, if your partner, Allie, I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. I was trying to do it to, like, bring awareness, like, that it's a problem that people still say that. But so many people, like, I was looking, so many people scrolled after that first sentence, and I was like, great, that's all they heard, and that's what they think I speak like. But the next sentence is, like, bringing attention to the fact that that's not okay to say. But I don't think I'm going to do that again. I was trying to bring awareness to a problem, but and there were still people commenting saying, like, calling me out on it. It's like, just listen past the first sentence, you know? So I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I think I learned my lesson. But that's okay. You live and you learn. Also, our 2-year-old is down, our newborn is asleep, my wife is watching her show, and that's normally when I go live. And normally I would be on TikTok live, but I don't like to go live and just leave my wife dealing with something. I like to wait till we're to a point, which is why it gets kind of late. Wait till we're to a point, everyone's down, she's chilling, kind of have our own time. So I don't have kids. I like how you use humor and partnership with your life. Thank you so much, Joey. I appreciate that. Fault on all points there. Kelsey, do you agree I probably shouldn't do that again? Like, start a video out like that? it's just something that really bothers me, so, like, I try and bring awareness to it. I've mentioned it in multiple videos, but that was the first time I've, like, acted like I was saying it, which it's funny because it does bring attention to it, a lot of attention to it, but a lot of people heard nothing after that, so that's okay, but how many weeks or months is your newborn? She is 1 month today. 1 month today. And today she had a really good day. She's been super colicky. Um, More so it seemed like the last week or so, but today, whew, I'm tired. I feel it in my eyes. Today was a good day. A lot less crying, and like if she did cry, it felt like I had a solution or I could help or make it better. Whereas the last couple of weeks, it's just kind of been more like inconsolable. Just you feel helpless, and I feel bad because if you've dealt with colic, like there's not a lot you can do. What's up? Cut you on live. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I'm 30, Jim Palmer. 30 years. I would say young, but I feel 30 years very old right now and very sleep deprived. Kelsey, it bothered some people. I will tell you that. Across YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, there were a lot of people that didn't listen past that first sentence. So that's okay, though. Can't believe I'm catching you on live. Good day from Australia. You're an absolute gem to watch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Duck Winston. Normally, I go live on TikTok every night. I've posted every day, multiple times a day for probably 4 months now. I've gone live every day for 4 months now, but this is my first time live on YouTube, which I'm super excited about. It's Christina. Thank you. That means a lot, Christina. Thank you. Thank you. Love your videos. We do not have enough dads like you. Humble, supportive. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. I really do. They use. Whoa. The chat's moving. I'm trying to keep up. Angie seeds, tea for colic. Okay, good to know. I'm making a mental note. Hello from Canada. Carly. Did my dad show me how to be an amazing dad? My dad was a great dad. He was a very hardworking man. But I will say, like, my mom would take me when I was really young to like volunteer at nursing homes or food pantries or the pound and places like that. And I feel like that really feel like she timed that real well. Um, like the age I was when we did those things, and I feel like it made an impact and kind of like changed me a little bit, gave me like a heart for service. And I'm not saying what I do is service. I'm a happily married man that does my part, but you get what I'm saying. Like, makes you want to help people. Like it makes you enjoy helping people and kind of you get what I'm trying to say. I don't have the words, but I call like a baby, but gripe water sometimes helps. Christina, we didn't use gripe water with our first just because we were a little unsure about it because it's not like FDA approved and it's technically a dietary supplement. But it got so bad with our newborn that we definitely have tried it, and it seems to help sometimes, but not all the time. So it's hard to know. But we did try. 8 kids. That is incredible, Maureen. I am. I don't know how you do it. If my husband have them full time, yes, it's hard, but you got this, Maureen. That makes me feel like I have to have this. If you're doing it with 8, I got to do it with 2. 2.5-year-old was a colicky baby, and it was the hardest time of my life. I know you're tired of hearing that, but it really does. It gets better. It really does. Hags, I appreciate that. That every time I read a comment like that, it does make me feel better. And I know this is all temporary, and one day we'll look back and we'll miss these times. But I mean, they call it the trenches for a reason. So we're just thankful that she's a healthy baby aside from being colicky, but I mean, comparatively, the healthy baby. She just enjoys crying a little bit, and that's okay. And crying does not bother me, especially after going through like having a child before. Crying does not bother me. It just makes me feel bad when I can't make it better or like solve it for them. So colic has been hard for me in that way. But I mean, crying after so long or like an hour straight, that wears on anybody. Fun cooking ideas, creative magic, and it's done. Joey, I wish I could just snap my fingers and it be done. So it's great to see you here. I just discovered you last week. Sea Love. So I plan to do this more. Um, I solely posted on TikTok for the first 2 or 3 months, and just in my mind, that's with a newborn and everything we had going on. Like one app was easier, but I I just wanted to start doing all I could, because I don't know, you might not have seen some of my earlier videos. Like the whole goal or the whole reason I started posting on TikTok, one, I love making videos. I absolutely love it. And I have a marketing degree that I never got to use. And it's not that I'm like marketing, but like I learned a lot about like recording videos and editing and stuff like that. And I've never been able to use that. And I feel like I get to with this. And I love making videos, but it's also to try and make my wife a stay-at-home mom. And so it's another reason I started posting to other apps. And I'm glad that I did, because TikTok in the United States seems to be kind of like up in the air right now. Like they made the sale or did whatever, but people, Americans, don't seem to like the idea. And so if anything changed or the algorithm changed and that was gone um, tomorrow, then I'd want to be able to continue. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, and I always want to keep posting and making videos. So, anyways, that was a really long answer that you didn't ask for, but okay. Your inspiration, your dad of 1 month old here. Oh, Tech2188. Thank you so much. Congrats, by the way. How are you doing, Tech2188? TikTok, what's that? Parenting is hands down the hardest job ever, but it's only hard because you care. Duck, that is so true. So true. I think I said in one of my videos, like, if you feel like a bad parent at the end of the day, or like you regret how you handled things or did things, just know that like crappy parents don't even think about that. Like they just go to bed and they're cool. They got through the day. So thinking about it is a big part of it, and then acting on it is another big part of it. You got to give yourself grace. If you don't respond the way you want to respond the first time, or you say the wrong thing and you want to say something different next time, change it and move on. Don't get hung up on it. Hags, that's amazing. I look so Hags and whoever. There's a few of you I've seen. Thank y'all so much for being here, because I'm gonna be real honest. If you look at the breakdown of my followers, like on each app, it's pretty much almost always 95% women, um, and I am super thankful for that. But I love to see dads in the comments. But there's a lot that don't like my videos, which is fine. But for the ones that are here, I'm super appreciative. You're probably a rare breed. Understood. Or they have a partner who does the bare minimum, maybe babysit, and they don't want to admit that's a cop out for them. Kelsey, that's a very good point. I probably just struck a nerve with a lot of people. Kristen, thank you so much. Sunflower, thank you for shout out to you and your wife. Doing an amazing job. Thank you, Katie. Jim, I'm trying to catch up here. Hear what you're saying. Volunteering really does teach you a lot. It does, and I feel like she did it at like the perfect age. I was a very moldable young man, so need advice. What is you and your wife's routine like? What kind of schedule does your wife nap during the day? So Tech 2188. when we had our first when we just had one, she would nap during the day, um, but we kinda got to a point where we felt like we never saw each other because, like, she would predominantly take nights, I would predominantly take days, and we were talking about it before our second daughter, and we both felt very alone, which sleep is important, but with our second daughter, my wife will take the like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. to like 3 a.m. shift, and then after that, I'll take over at 3 or 4 a.m. Hence why a lot of my videos are made at 3 or 4 a.m. and give the bottle. And sorry, someone's slowly driving by. Um, give the bottle, and then I take her until I either have to go to work or take them both. Or if it's the weekend, I'll do videos where like I survive as long as I can in the mornings on the weekend, which you can always survive. But when you know your other partner has like gotten their sleep, you got their sleep, why not both be awake and dividing and conquering? Um, but I will say this has worked a lot better for us. The She takes the first half of the night, I take the last half. If you don't go to bed early enough, you pay for it, but that's working for us right now. And if anyone else has advice that's in here watching, feel free to chime into that. Okay, I'm sorry. Love how you say it how it is. I find you down to earth. Katia, thank you so much. I try to be, and I try not to be fake or like. I will say it is very. I feel very vulnerable when I put the camera in my kitchen and it looks like a bomb went off or like we live in a dirty home. We don't. We pick up and clean all the time, like every day. But if you have kids, like that's the real side of it. And you see creators that post these like spotless homes with like two toys. That's not real, at least not to me. Most of the people I know that's not real. So I just try and be honest. I just followed you on Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was colicky to the point where I was hospitalized and turned out it was a lactose intolerance exposed through both breast milk and then later with formula. Christina, we've heard that a lot. And we're honestly at the point of possibly making a switch, but then out of nowhere, today was a good day. Um, so now I think we're just going to see how tomorrow is and keep taking it day by day. Because we kind of changed her feeding schedule a little bit and like the amount, because with her being colicky, she one of the only things that would soothe her was a bottle or eating. And so naturally you're going to overfeed her and then naturally her stomach's going to hurt and then you don't know what's colic and what's an upset stomach. So today was much better and I think we're going to hope for the best, but if not, we're definitely going to look at the lactose intolerance. Remember to hit the like button, y'all. Oh, thank you, Zelda. I appreciate that. No, it sucks. I just hit 5K on TikTok and I'm scared it's going away. Kelsey, that is absolutely 5K is a big deal. So I think I hit over 100 and I think we're a little over 190,000 on TikTok. But that first like 5 to 10,000 is the hardest thing ever. Like I posted so many times a day, every day, going like doing all the things to get to 5,000 was harder than to go from like 10,000 to 100,000. And that sounds crazy, but it's with TikTok in particular, once you get to a certain point and people see that like other people like your videos or other people follow you, people are really bad about like if there's only a few likes or only a few people following you, they're not going to. They're not going to do it because they're like, "Oh, like I don't want to be the only one." That is a very real thing. But then after a certain point and you get people that like regularly watch your videos, um, more and more people will like and follow because they're like, oh, this is the thing. Like people are doing this. So um, that 5K is harder than anything else. Getting there is a huge deal. Glad you're on YouTube because I'm not on TikTok. Laura, absolutely. I plan to do this more often or make it a regular thing depending on how it goes. This is the first time, so this is technically like a trial run to see how it goes. Um, and I'm enjoying it so far. I really like the people on here, the setup, everything. 10 out of 10. Mom of 3, youngest 2 months, middle's about 3, eldest is 6. My husband is an angel, especially with dealing with me. I have ADHD, more than likely. It's he is the best. Fry, I am very ADHD, so I can understand that absolutely. Also, good on you, mom of 3. That is not easy at all. I can't. I'm not even gonna act like I know. I don't. I only have 2. I only had 2 for a month, but I feel like how far behind am I on this? Okay, not too far. My husband is so glad to see a positive example of a good dad husband on social media. There's so much content with deadbeat dads. Absolutely, Laura. There's like an endless supply of it, if we're being honest. But thank you for that. Breath of fresh air. I appreciate that. Tidying all the time and proof your place is tidy. And I'm like, I don't want to expose myself and be like, we live in filth. We don't. You see me cleaning every day. Um, but it's just got to be vulnerable sometimes. Oh, amazing. I love taking care of them. We were on a similar schedule with her, taking night, me, taking early AM. Tech 2188. Absolutely. I'm glad that's working for y'all because that's really hard too. Especially if it's your first, is finding that groove or like what works for you. Started following you a couple days ago. You're an awesome dad, amazing husband. Evelyn, thank you so much. Joey, I have missed the trash can quite a few times. Morning from South Africa. Hello, hello. She is not super lady. She has not been seen by a chiropractor, but that's on the list of things to check off. Um, it's like things have kind of like gotten worse maybe over the last couple of weeks, but not to a point until the last couple of days where it was like maybe we need to do something. But now we're at the point. She had a really good day today, so now we're just gonna see how tomorrow goes and go from there. I'm sorry to do this. I can hear our newborn crying. She was asleep when I came out here. I'm gonna give it like 10 seconds. If she's awake, I'm gonna end this and go in there and help, but I'm making sure she's not just like crying in her sleep. My wife is in there, by the way. All right, I'm gonna go in there. Um, I hate to jump off of here, but family comes first, and I don't want to leave my wife with all of that on her own. So I'm sorry. I will make this a regular thing. This is the first time I've been YouTube live. This was absolutely amazing. You all are absolutely amazing, and so I will be back soon. Thank y'all so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. Goodbye, homie. I'm going to take care of business. Good night. Take care. Goodbye.